Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Okay,
Hi.
sorry. Because I do have my class. Actually, we just
Yeah,
started
okay, okay.
yesterday, so additional additional class before you, okay? Okay, so
Yeah,
moving on. Let me share the presentation to you now. So,
yeah, okay.
for a moment. Okay, I hope
I,
you see it. Can you see it?
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, okay. Now, before we have to continue our discussion, so let's try to have a pronunciation drill first, okay? So please repeat after me, and you have to do this one by your own after. Risky,
Risky,
adventurous,
adventurous,
comfort,
comfort,
zone,
Jones,
zone,
John,
okay. Downloaded,
downloaded,
missed,
missed,
expression.
expression,
Okay. Please do this one by your own.
risky, adventurous,
Very good.
comfort,
Very good.
John, downloaded,
Okay.
missed, expression.
Very good. Okay. So now let's move on, Sal. Okay.
Yeah,
Now we have to rearrange the words to make questions. Okay. Number one is given. Okay. Like, was Peter
okay.
tired after the match? And then,
Yes,
yes,
he
he
was.
was. So we will going to answer. There's already the answer, right? So only the question. Okay, so question number one again.
Number one. Yeah.
Yes.
Where were you last night?
Okay, so where were you
Where
last night? So
were you last night?
where you last night? So there's a question. So it should be okay, like that. Okay, good. So the answer
I
is I
yeah,
was at
I
home.
was home.
Yes, next.
Uh, where where they uh where they
That's correct.
is where they where they for the courses the
So
where
where
where they
they
where they
late
late
for
were they late for the concert?
yes. So were they late for the concert? Okay, just
Yeah,
for a moment. So were
where
they
they late
late for
for the
the
concert?
concert? Okay, so the answer is no,
No, they
they
wasn't.
weren't. Okay, next.
Where they where did where did they uh, lens plan?
Where
Where where did where did where did they land the plane?
yes, so where did they land the plane? So where did
Where did
they
they
land
land
the
land
plane?
the plane?
The plane. Okay. So the answer is at the
Yes,
airport.
they brought.
Okay, next.
Um, what what did your study? What did your brother study at university?
Okay, what did your brother study at your
At your
university? Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so the question is what did
What did your
What
brother
did your brother
brother
study
study
at
at
your
the university?
university? Okay, so that's the question.
At university. I
Hmm?
think it's not your,
We have your there, right?
just have one time.
Where
I
yeah.
think,
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
only one your. So at university.
at
Oh, where
university,
did your brother study at university? Yeah,
university,
yes, that's correct.
yeah,
Next.
was, 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 boyfriend, what your first boyfriend, very tall,
Yes, so was your first boyfriend very
boyfriend,
tall?
very tall,
Was your
was your
first
first boyfriend, very
boyfriend
tall.
very tall? Okay, what's your first boyfriend very tall? Okay, next. Number 5.
Uh, why didn't you wait for the bus?
Okay, why you didn't wait for the pass?
Yeah,
So why you didn't wait for the
wait
bus?
for the bus.
Okay, next.
What Santa, what Santa um, did work, did did arrive, did arrive uh, at, at work at yesterday. What Santa, what time, what time Santa, what time Santa did,
What
what
time
time,
did Sandra
what time does Santa
arrived
arrive
at work
at work yesterday?
yesterday? Yes,
Ah, yeah,
okay.
okay.
So what
What
time
time
did
does
Sandra
Santa
arrive at
arrive
work
at work
yesterday?
yesterday?
Okay, so that will be it. Now, let's try to practice this one, Sal. Okay, starting from
Yes.
the first one, can you please emphasize this one is a question, so therefore you should have to raise your voice. Like, was Peter tired after school or after the maths? So it should be rising. Then I will be the one to answer, okay? So you are going to
Yeah,
ask
okay.
question and I'm going to answer and then let's exchange. Okay, go.
Yeah, okay. Was Peter tired after the match?
After the maths. Okay, so it should be rising intonation. Can you say it?
After the match?
Yes. So
Was
one.
Peter tired after the match?
Yes, he was.
Where were you last night?
I was at home.
Were they late for the concert?
No, they weren't.
Where did they land the plane?
At the airport.
What did your brother study at university?
Modern languages.
Was your first boyfriend very tall?
Was your first boyfriend very tall?
Was the first boyfriend very tall?
No, not very.
Why you didn't wait for the bus?
Why you didn't wait for the bus?
Why you didn't wait for the bus?
Because it was too cold.
What time did Sandra arrive at work yesterday?
Okay, yesterday. So what time did
Yesterday.
Sandra arrive at work yesterday?
What time did Sandra arrive at work yesterday?
At 10 o'clock. Okay, let's exchange position now. I'll be asking you a question, then you have to answer me. Was Peter tired after the maths?
Yes, he was.
Where were you last night?
I was at home.
Were they late for the concert?
No, they wasn't.
Where did they land the plane?
At the airport.
What did your brother study at university?
Modern language.
Was your first boyfriend very tall?
No, not very.
Why you didn't wait for the bus?
Because it were too cold.
What time did Sandra arrive at work yesterday?
At 10 o'clock.
Very good. Okay. Oh, remember, huh? If you're asking question, you have to raise your voice. Okay. Do you
Yeah,
have
okay.
questions with this, Al?
Yeah, I don't have any question.
Okay. Now let's move on. So for the pre-reading activity, do you know these words? Of course, right? So these are all just very simple words. Teenager. So teenager
Yeah,
means
teenager. Teenager mean a group member, group child,
a
so
group of
children.
children. Yes, a
Yeah,
group of
yeah,
children. Uh,
and
the ages would be from 12-year-old up to 17-year-old. Okay,
yeah,
so they are considered to be teenager. Okay, and then the second word is journey.
journeys,
So journey
journeys,
means
journeys. I I don't remember.
okay. It's also
Mean
the same when you say travel, right? So when you are
journeys. Yeah,
traveling, that would be a journey. So actually,
yeah,
traveling, going somewhere, okay, or doing something in a far places, so that would be a journey.
journeys.
Okay,
Okay,
book. Okay, book. We know
book.
that.
Yeah,
Land. Okay,
land,
the plane. We're going to land. But
land.
there are
Okay,
two meanings
to
for that.
land. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have the so-called land that we consider to be the soil. That would be a land. Or the
Yeah.
plane is going to land. Next, summer
Yeah.
holiday. Now it's summer here in the Philippines, and it's very famous when we are doing the holiday during summer. Okay?
Yeah.
Actually, here in the
Right.
Philippines now, it's
Yeah.
40 degrees Celsius. Yes, the hot here in the Philippines is 40 degrees Celsius. So it's going to be
14. 14.
40, 40.
Oh,
Yes, so it's going to
yeah,
be
very
very
hot.
hot.
I think
Yes.
it's very hot.
Yeah.
In Vietnam now, the weather is very good. It's not
Yeah.
too hot. Uh,
So that's nice, okay? I want
yeah,
that kind of that's why I'm not feeling well actually. I have a headache, okay? My head is aching and I'm not feeling well because of the weather here in our country. Going to be
yeah,
very hot.
yeah. But now turn on the
The
air
AC.
conditioner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, and then flight. Yeah, so when you ride a plane, so that would be a
yeah.
flight. Check in, you may check in the
Chicken.
hotel, okay,
Yeah,
or you may check in a particular place where you will going to go. And the plane is also simple. Okay, so I think you don't have any more questions with this. Now let's move
yeah.
on
Okay.
to the
Yeah,
reading now. So, okay. Now, I want you to read the reading, Sal.
yeah. Last April, two British teenagers wanted to go to Australia for their summer holiday, but it was a 24-hour journey by plane, and tickets were very expensive. So they spent an eminence age 19 looked for cheap tickets on the internet. They were lucky and they booked two tickets to Sydney
Sydney. Okay.
on August 4th. They arrived at
Heathrow.
Heathrow Airport. They checked in and waited for the plane to leave. 6 hours later, they landed at a big airport and changed plans. Emma, eyes were a bit worried because its second plane was very small, but didn't want to say anything to
Raul.
Raoul. After only an hour, the plane landed.
And then
We looked out of
of
the
the
window.
window.
It was a very small airport. We walked to the information desk and I showed our ticket to the woman. When is your next flight? I asked. She looked she looked at our tickets. The next flight, this is the end of your journey. Where does you want to go? Where are you? I added.
Okay.
You did you think they were in Sydney?
Sydney. Oh, okay. So the title of this reading is all about a table of two in Sydney. So Sydney
Yeah.
is a place in Australia. Okay.
A
So
play of Australia.
yes, so Sydney,
Okay.
Sydney, Australia. So
Okay.
when was the trip of the British teenagers? So that was last April. So two British teenagers wanted to go to Australia for their summer
Yeah.
holiday, right? But it
Yeah.
was a 24-hour journey by the plane, and tickets were
Tickets were
very
very expensive.
expensive. So imagine 24-hour journey. Okay?
Yeah.
So Raul, Sebastian, and Emma Nan, aged 19, looked for the cheap tickets on the internet. So they were lucky and they booked two tickets to Sydney. So they were lucky enough because they were
Yeah.
able to book
They
two
can
tickets,
buy.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they, on August 4th, they arrived at the Heathrow Airport. They checked in and waited for the plane to leave. Then 6 hours later, they landed at the big airport and changed planes. So according to Emma, I was a bit worried because the second plane was a very small, but I didn't want to say anything to Raul. Okay, so um, Emma worried, okay,
Emma
because
worries because the second plan were very small.
very
Um,
small,
but
okay,
she don't want to say anything to
to
Rayor.
Raul. So she just
She
kept,
don't want Rayor know and worries the
yes.
same with her. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's why she just kept that one in herself,
yeah,
right? Okay, that's just only for herself. So Raul,
yeah,
after only an hour, the plane landed. We look out of the window. It was a very small airport. We walked to the airport desk and I showed our tickets to the woman. Then, when is our
when
next
is
flight?
our next flight?
Raul asked. So she looked at our tickets. The next flight? This is the end of your journey. Where did you want to go? Where are we? I asked. So do you think they were in Sydney? They don't know where they are, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why he asked,
When
where
are
are
we?
we?
They
Oh,
wonder how. Yeah,
yes. So, do you think, now the question is, do you think they were in Sydney already? Oh, we don't know where they are. Okay, now let's try to do this one now. So, a table of two in Sydney's Australia. So, read the story again and number the pictures from 1 to 9. Okay, where do you think were we, or which among the pictures would be the first one? Okay, based on the story. Number one is
um,
given. The letter,
number one, they find the ticket.
the letter I. Okay. So letter
I,
I
yeah,
would be the number one because
I,
they
yeah,
look for
look
at
for the
a flight.
ticket
Yes, at the
to
internet.
fly
Yes.
internet.
So that's the one, number one. What would be the second
No,
one?
no. I think this number one, they just looking for the journey in the travel, but
Mm-hmm.
the tickets is very expensive.
Expensive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So number Z in number two, they find the ticket on the internet.
So that would be
Z Z
letter G, okay?
G.
So
Yeah.
that would be letter G. Yeah, so they will going to look for
Look for the ticket on the
ticket
internet.
on the internet. So this one is
Yeah.
situation number 2. Okay, next. After that, what would
After
be
that,
the next?
after that, I think it's the B, yeah,
Okay.
B,
They-
departure. They go to the airport.
Okay, so
Go to the
they
airport.
went to the
To,
airport,
went to the
okay,
airport.
and proceeded to the departure area.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's number 3.
Number
So
three.
departure
Yeah.
area. Next,
So
after
next,
that,
number A. They just
letter
to
E.
get information about the ticket.
Okay, information. Okay,
Information.
so
Yeah.
that's letter A.
A.
So they check in, right?
Yeah.
So that's number 4. Next, after that,
Not
after they
after
check
that, I
in,
think number eight. Number eight or number F. I think it's number eight. And check in, and after that, they need to uh um control. So go to the um control or ticket as a ticket.
okay, so number
So I
4
think
is
it's number,
information. What would be the
yeah,
next? Number
and
5.
number five. Number five, I think is number eight. I
Number
think
H,
eight.
letter H.
Eight.
Letter H. Why letter
Yeah.
H?
Because when they get information and check in a counter to check in, and
There,
after that they need to check
check
the
in.
ticket to
Okay,
fly.
so
Yeah,
they were going to show their tickets.
yeah,
Okay. Oh, do you think is this one because they were going to show their ticket also when they arrive in their destination,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh, next,
next in number F.
letter F. Why letter F?
Number F because they need to go when past the gate
Okay.
to go to the plane.
Okay. Wait for the plane to the waiting area. Okay, next.
Yeah,
After that,
and after that, they number D, I think so.
it's letter D or letter C.
Plane fly
Or
plane
what about
fly.
letter C? The
Uh,
same, the
I
same
think they
plane.
no, but I think they fly. After that, they
Mhm.
train the airport. They
The
train
airport.
the fly to
Okay.
another fly is small. So I think it's
Okay.
the next in number D.
Okay. Next. Wait for a while. Okay. So this one is number 7. Next, after that,
Number seven. After that, in number C,
letter C. And then after that,
in number E.
Okay, and the last but not the least is letter E because they were going to change their,
change
okay,
plan. Yeah.
yes. So that would be number 9. Okay, so there you are. So these are now the number. Okay, now moving on now. So for the reading, let's try to listen to the end of the story where where were
Where was
they,
they?
right? Okay, so let's try to listen. Oh, let's try to listen to the end of the story.
Listening 5.6.
They walked to the information desk and they showed their tickets to the woman.
When is our next flight?
The next flight? This is the end of your journey.
Mhm.
Where did you want to go?
Where are we?
You're in Sydney.
We're in
Mm.
Australia.
Australia? No, you're in Canada.
Ah,
Canada?
Yeah,
okay. So
I
there
think
is,
that they have a
yeah.
mistake. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
yes.
when they booked the ticket, they don't know because there's also a place Sydney in Canada,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, now let's try to do this one. Sydney, Nova Scotia population is 26,000. So Raul and Emma were in Sydney, but not in Sydney, Australia. So they were in Sydney, Nova
In your
Scotia
first
in Northeast
house.
Canada. So the story of Emma Rowell and Rowell was on television and in newspapers around the world. So they stayed in Sydney, Nova Scotia for 4 days and then traveled home on Air Canada to London, England. So not London, Canada.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Okay. So what do you think would be the problem, Tao? Why is
I
it
think
they weren't able to check
they have a missing and they not too careful to
the
check
informations,
the
right?
information before they book a
They
ticket.
book a ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that would be,
so that's why they go to another place and
yeah.
think
Okay,
so.
so wow. So that would be a nice experience. It's an
Yeah,
that would be unexpected, right? Because
yeah.
you don't
I
know.
I think I will never happen the
Yeah,
same with they. Yeah, the same with Jump because I will check
yes.
information in the ticket, and I will go to
In the
travel with
internet.
the group
Yeah.
people, and they will book the ticket for me, and
Yes.
so that's why I never miss
It will never
the
happen to
problem.
you,
Yeah,
right? But of course, you have to take note of them because they were just only two, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
they're not traveling with a company or with other groups, right? So they were just only two traveling. So maybe, and take note, they are just only teenagers, right? So they were just
yeah,
only 19 years old. So maybe that would be their first travel together, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So maybe in finding informations in the internet when they see already a Sydney, okay? Sydney.
yeah,
Okay, so they thought that that would be Australia. Okay, but
yeah.
actually there are two Sydney. That would be Sydney,
In Canada.
Australia and Sydney, Canada. Wow. Okay, so maybe they will just going to take that experience as an unexpected experience for them, right? And they
Yeah,
will
I
just
think
have to
so.
enjoy. They have to enjoy
Yeah,
there. Why? They
yeah,
just have to enjoy. Why? Because they already there, right?
yeah.
Okay.
They in here
But
for
yes,
yeah for 4 days
but
and
actually,
the travel.
if you
Yeah,
are there already, you don't know the place, so it's not in your itinerary. that you will going to go with these places, right? So they
Yeah.
don't know. They don't know where to go. So maybe they are not also enjoying that one because they don't know where to go, right? Okay. So moving on now, Sal. Now, where are you at? So ask B your questions and ask where you at. Okay?
Yeah.
So these are the useful languages. Like the answer for these questions would be at home, at work, at school, at the university, in bed, in the street, in my car, on the bus, on the train. So we have to use again prepositions at, in, and on. I think we already discussed this one, right? So,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
If you're talking about um, what is on time, so what are we going to use? What preposition we're going to use?
Yeah. Uh,
I have you can you be able to remember them?
is mean I will ask the question
Okay,
and
now if we are talking about time, what
yeah,
preposition we're going to use? At,
we
in,
have place.
on.
Yeah.
At,
Yeah.
in, or on. When we say
At and on. In the question ask about time, and in the
yeah, so
answer
it should
we'll
be
talk
at.
about place.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's say for example, where where
Where
where were
was you?
you at
Home
9 o'clock
at
yesterday
night.
morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where were you
Let's
at
say,
9 o'clock yesterday morning?
so you may say,
Um,
I'm at,
I, um,
I'm at work. Right?
9 o'clock. I'm in bed.
Okay,
I'm
yesterday
in bed.
morning. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm in
I'm
bed.
in bed
Okay, so in answering the
at
question,
9 o'clock
where,
yesterday morning.
yeah, where were you at 9 o'clock yesterday morning? Okay, I'm in bed.
I'm in bed.
Okay, next, where were you at 11:30 yesterday evening?
Mm, the same answer,
So you're in
but I
bed
need to,
also.
yeah.
It's okay because it's
Yeah,
11:30, right?
yeah.
Okay, next. Where were you at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon?
I'm working. I'm work. I'm at
I'm
work.
at, okay, I'm
I'm
at
at
work.
work.
Yes, okay. Where were you at 12 o'clock last night?
12 o'clock last night.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's
12
12
o'clock.
o'clock. It's night.
Uh, in bed. Yeah,
Yes, so I'm in
in
bed.
bed.
Okay. Where were you at 6:30 yesterday evening?
Sick. I'm at home.
Yes, so
I'm at
I'm
home.
at
Yeah.
home. Okay. Where were you at 7 o'clock this morning? I'm
Seven
still sleeping.
o'clock this morning. I'm so sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in bed sleeping still. Okay?
Oh
Very
my
good.
God. All of time I'm in bed.
Yeah, actually it's nice to it's nice
Yeah.
to sleep if the
Because yesterday
weather is
a weekend. Uh, because
uh
yesterday is weekend, so all
yeah,
of time I'm in bed.
that's
But
correct.
another day I will at work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
And if the weather is cold, I like to sleep 24 hours a day if the weather is
Mhm.
cold. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now let's try to have a free talk in here, Asao. Talk freely to your teacher about your last weekend. Oh,
Oh,
you
last
have to
weekend
use
I go to
what did you
travel. I
do?
went to travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where did you go? Who did you see? What did you see? Did you try anything new and interesting? How did you feel? Okay?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think I have some more to talk with you
Yeah,
because
sure.
last weekend I have time to go to travel with my company.
Yes. Okay. Oh, can you
Last,
tell me more about that?
um,
What did you
my
do first?
center,
What did you
yeah, my
do?
center. What did you do?
Yes.
We go to travel and make a team building. Make a
Yes.
team building
Okay.
and play
Where did you
soccer,
go? Yeah. Where
play
did you go?
football. Yeah, we go to Hòa Bình in the Hòa Bình province.
Did
Yeah,
you ride the
yeah,
plane?
no, we go to buy a car,
Ah,
go
by
to buy
car.
car, not plan, just
Ah,
go to buy
okay.
car because it has a 100 kilometer.
Kilometers only
Yeah,
from your
just
city.
yeah, from my company,
Ah,
from
okay.
my company go to the place to travel. It's
Yes.
about the 100 kilometer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so what did you see there? Or who did you
Um,
see? Or what did you see?
a villa in I was saw
I saw.
the
Okay.
villa.
We saw. Yeah.
I saw villas and so
Is it a
um
water adventure? Is it a
the
water adventure?
adventure and
It's
have
swimming?
the
It's a
help
sea?
the
It's a
very
sea?
good the no it not have sea
Ah,
the
okay.
we go to the
A
mountain
mountain. Wow. That would be
yeah
nice.
so that have a villa and
Yes.
have the swimmer
Ah, so you had
and
there was a place that you can swim. So
yeah,
there was a pool.
swim and yeah, the pool. Yeah,
Ah, the
yeah.
pool. Yeah,
Have a
good.
pool, the
Okay,
pool,
and then
and has the farmer, the farmer.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, uh,
Did you try
have,
anything new and interesting? Like, have you eaten there like food? The foods are what do you think?
I think the food in here not special. It's
Ah,
not
okay.
good. I think so because it's a normal
Ah,
meal. It's a normal meal. It not
same,
have
same with your normal meal and the meal in there.
yeah.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
because we go to the mountains, so it don't have the seafood
Ah, yeah,
and
okay.
anything else. Yeah, so it's I think it's normal. Uh, um, but I think this travel is very uh
Special
special.
and
Uh, uh,
memorable.
yeah, I think it's the unforgettable
Yes,
memories. I think
memorable.
so.
Okay.
Yeah, because all of member in my company,
In your company, and
cook, yeah,
you
no,
did team building, right?
yeah, must
Yeah.
to play team building and play
Yes.
soccer,
Wow.
football, play
Very
football
good.
together. After that, in the gala dinner, the last
Yes.
gala dinner, we sing a song, we
Mm-hmm.
dance, we talk and
Drink,
share the emotion together.
drink, right?
Yeah,
You drink
yeah, drink,
also
yeah,
because that would
drink,
be included.
yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Oh, that would be a
Um,
very, very memorable experience actually, Sao, right?
yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
So,
I
um,
work. I
yes,
think I work for my company for 3 months, 3 years.
yeah, 3 years.
But those have those have the one team building.
Ah, so
Uh,
that was the first team building that you did
no, it's the same with I go to team building with my
every
company so more.
every year.
Yeah,
Every year
every
you
year, but
okay.
this year is very special with
Ah,
me and
okay.
with all of member in my team. I
Ah,
think so.
yeah. Oh, that
Yeah,
would be nice. Okay, because
yeah,
for
I think
three
so.
years, for 3 years every year you did the team building, but this team building would be a very memorable one, right?
Yeah,
Wow, that would be
exactly the same.
nice. Nice to hear that one sound, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Some more? Do you have more to say?
Uh,
We will be
but
disconnected
we don't
after, yeah.
have some more time. We don't have more time to stay in this villa.
Is that
So
is that an overnight stay, or how many days you stay there?
we don't overnight, but
Ah,
we play